Welcome back to another episode. Renovating our 70s house into a dream suburban homestead, and we are not currently renovating, as you can see, because we're in the car with balloons. We're spending the morning doing sourcing and admin, but trying to get a shutter switch that is also a cute switch plate has been difficult, but Danny's been able to find, you actually saw 3 in the end, and we're gonna have to return 2. But yeah, found this nice plate, but now we need to buy the actual switch that goes with this plate. We also need to buy a chandelier or a light for over the dining room table, so maybe while you're doing the real electrical things, I can go look at the pretty things. Consent?
Gorgeous, tasteful, little stylish, little gorgeous
expensive.
Things. Obviously, yes.
Okay, so we bought a couch. We just went to look. So we came to the homemaker centre. Like, oh, just have a look, like while we're out here, while I'm in a good mood, because I don't like going to the homemaker centre. And probably like the 3rd or 4th sofa we sat on, we're like, this is really good, it's a good style, it's a good size, it's a good material, good colour. So it took me, like 4 weeks and 3 different cooker switches to decide on one I wanted. It ended up costing, less than $100. And then we just spent whatever it cost for a sofa in 2 hours. You can never really pick what I'm going to be picky about, hey? It keeps the relationship interesting. Oh, we got more paint samples for the 3rd bedroom and living room, dining, kitchen walls. We did do samples during the week this week, but we didn't like either of them. Very pink. Yeah, anyway, we'll show that when we get home. Now this feels more like our usual programming. Danny's been super busy this week installing the fridge cavity and the pantry, installing all the cupboards against the wall here. We've got to decide the location of the island.
Yep.
For the benchtop guy to come on Tuesday. That sounds like a murder. Fire and white. Looks like white paint. This is the one I'm really excited about. Ironbark. It's like a purple. We already tried a Dulux one. We didn't like it. It was too red. We should have gone for this from the beginning. Let's go have a look. Are you winning?
Don't know yet.
He doesn't know yet. He did say slightly earlier, I hate this. So I'm hoping that it gets better. Oh, I had a microphone here. So we tried this colour first, but it was like way too red. And it was like definitely also too close to the bathroom colour. I should probably explain that this bedroom is going to be the dressing room. So I'm going to have, it's going to be like a boudoir, I guess. And basically all of our upstairs storage, I guess. So we're going for a little bit of like a moody look. And eventually we might even do wallpapers. Okay, we'll let these all dry, the whites and these purples. We'll let them dry for 2 hours, come back and do a second coat. In the meantime, I can start painting the ceiling. So unfortunately, I got one brush stroke into cutting in for the ceiling, and then realised that the prep work wasn't complete. So for the last maybe 2 hours, we've been caulking in around architraves and cornices so that we can paint the ceilings. Come on. That's fucking dry, of course, isn't it? And yeah. So here, oh my god. Stop. Get rid of that. But I don't mind caulking now. These days, siliconing, still not so much. But yeah, we've got a lot of it, so check back with me at the end of the day. Okay, so it's the end of the day and I don't hate it. Still very satisfying. But we will now try and paint the ceiling tomorrow. Every day that I come to get my shoes out here, I think, how can he be comfortable sleeping there? Big stretch, hey? Leo, how is that comfortable? I don't know. So back up here, and yeah, you'll remember that I was doing caulking along the cornices so we could be ready for painting the ceiling today. And so it should come up really nice. Not that you can see from there. But yeah, so we're going to paint this white ceiling another white, but it's a much nicer white. You probably won't be able to tell. Oh, actually samples are here. So that one, Irish linen, and this one's a new one, Byron white on the left there, which I do like a bit better. Same here, Byron white on the left, Irish linen on the right. Let's have a look in the living room while we're here. Ooh, okay, that actually turned out much nicer. And the red, yeah, this one's quite grapey in real life, and this one is very brown. So this is looking closer. It's still not quite right, but we might just have to go with it. And I think Danny's got a little bit more work on the kitchen to go. He was connecting these yesterday. So he said there's still a little gap, so he's going to have to, and he did actually read the instructions, and he's installed it correctly, so he's going to have to try and shave down some of these joints to get the back panel to sit a bit better. Actually, I don't think I've explained about the kitchen before. Hang on. Everything in this open plan living dining area is actually built around having the kitchen that we want. Every place that we've lived together, we actually really get so frustrated when whoever's making coffee is in the middle of the room and the other person getting around them and just getting into each other's way. So if we want to be able to both be in the kitchen at the same time, but not interfering with each other. So this is what it's going to look like. Oh my God, we wake up early in the morning.
I wake up every evening.
Come here, coffee station. So we're going to have a pot filler at this outlet, which can reach to fill up pots on the stove, but also fill up the kettle on the coffee station. In here we have a water waste, so we can make coffee completely without getting in the way of anybody who might be using the sink. So we go from coffee station and storage to just more general storage. Then we'll have the stove. This guy will go in here. Corner cupboard, which is going to then flow into the sink. And then next to it, we're going to have the dishwasher. Over here will be our fridge, yet to be purchased. And Danny and I have both never been in a place that this has happened before, but we also both think it's like the height of fanciness and expense is having a fridge that has the water dispenser. And then in here we have a 45, 60 and 45 for drawers, and we'll have the benchtop overhang a little bit so we can have sort of 2 or 3 bar stools over there. So we really prioritize this being a comfortable island space that we can eat at and work at, kind of like the heart of the home, I guess. And then we do have a little space here that we can get a little kind of table and chairs in if we wanted to, but it doesn't have to be a full-on dining room table, because eventually when we have the deck, we'll hopefully be able to host out there. It's so hot. Okay, that's the end of it for us today. We're both hot and grumpy, and Danny just said he feels like he could just punch somebody. He's not a violent person. He doesn't really mean it, but we have had about enough of it. Off camera, Danny spent probably like all of his capacity for calmness and problem solving getting this island level and even, because what's new, nothing in this house is level or even or plumb. I got so tired and sick and like sore from doing the ceiling that I kept making mistakes, which made time go twice as long, and now I can't even tell if I've done the whole ceiling or not. Tell me you're a beginner DIYer without telling me you're a beginner DIYer. We installed the pantry and the fridge cavity before we painted the actual ceiling colour on the ceiling there, so we're probably going to have to go get like a thinner brush so that we can brush further into the top of that cavity. We'll be back next week to do some more. Hopefully it's not as hot anymore. I think it's about 42 degrees up here and 90% humidity. Welcome to Australia. Thanks for watching. Especially if you want the particular fabric. This is very purple. This is very purple. I just saw the floors. Clamp.
Clamp.
Taking something super good off our lifts. Super. Did you just fart?
No.